Osterly Library presents Cardinal Research Minute using advanced search features in the library's databases, Part 1. During this tutorial, you will learn how to use the Thesaurus available in several of the library's databases.
In order to access the Thesaurus for a subject-specific database, we'll first need to enter a subject-specific database itself. The best way to get to those subject-specific databases is to use the Research Guides by Subject link on the library's website to access the menu of disciplines. For our work today, we'll choose the Psychology tab as our example. And under the Psychology Databases box in the middle of the page, we'll choose PsycInfo, which is the major database for this discipline. Once in the discipline's search interface, we'll pay attention to the options we have in the blue toolbar at the very top. This is where we'll see the option to use the Thesaurus. Many of our subject-specific databases are owned by this particular company, EBSCO, and have the same format. Depending on the discipline, however, the title of the thesaurus could be listed as subjects, thesaurus, subject terms, or some other word that in some way indicates that it is a glossary of concepts for a particular discipline. For now, we'll click to get started. From here, we see the beginning of an alphabetized list of terms that are assigned within this particular resource. So we'll type in the term family relations, click browse, and this is where using the thesaurus can really enhance our research. So we get a lot of information from this particular page. We get this idea of a scope note, which gives us definition or parameters of a term within a discipline's database, so we see how PsycInfo is defining the idea of family relations. We also get suggestions for other options. Maybe there's a narrower term or a related term that might be more effective when we're doing our research. So you can look to see and say, okay, well maybe child-rearing attitudes rather than family relations is more specifically what I'm interested in. Maybe I want to use child-rearing attitudes in my research. And if so, if you find a term that looks useful to you, you can check the box next to it and then click Add, and it will add that term to your search. And if we hit the search button, all of the resources that are affiliated with that particular term will appear. So then you can really start to focus your research based on the terms that are given to you by the database itself. Another option that can help you when you're doing your research is if you find an article title that looks interesting, click on it, and then we can see also authors will provide their own keywords or search terms that they assign to their research, which may differ slightly from the subject terms that appear in the thesaurus. So the main takeaways are: use the thesaurus in subject-specific databases to learn which terms the database uses to organize research in your particular field. But then also, once you've used the thesaurus to look for those terms and identify sources that match your research interests, also look at the abstract pages of articles that look interesting to you to look for the author-supplied keywords to have other means of searching for related resources.